What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the My Crypto Journey podcast. Today, we got none other than Bree up in here. What's up, Bree? Nice hoodie.
Had to rock the degenerate tonight.
Yay, nice. Okay. So, crazy AMA we just saw, right?
Yeah, it actually went a lot better than I was expecting. I was expecting more fighting in the comments, to be honest. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but
yeah, exactly. So tell us about how you got started in cryptocurrency, because you told me before it's pretty crazy. And for those who think that Jake Gagan's giveaways are fake, they're not. So just talk to us about that.
Yeah, so I've known about Bitcoin since like 2012, 2013. I had friends that used to like tell me to buy, and I just thought it was like illegal, because all my friends bought drugs and Silk Road with it. So I was like, I don't need that. Like, I don't even know what this is. No thanks. Should have bought. But
right.
It wasn't until recent that I got into crypto. It was this past May when there was the big bull run when a lot of my friends were making money. So I was like, hey, maybe I should look into this. So I was like, oh, I can put my money into this and then I'll have more money. Like, who doesn't want that? So I just kind of started investing on crypto.com a little bit, bought like $20 of a few different things. And I don't know, I got involved with Twitter. I thought it was pretty cool. And I was like, all right, this is something. And then it was maybe a month later that I heard of Saitama, and I saw Jake was doing like a live stream, and he posted like, should I do a Saitama live stream tonight? And I posted, or I liked it, and I commented with like little hands up emojis, and he liked it right away. So I was like, well, shit, now I gotta go. So yeah, I saw like the community building in there, and I wanted some. So I ended up buying like my first Saitama purchase was literally like $9 worth with like a $13 fee. I missed that. I missed those fees.
$13 fee?
$13 fee. Yeah, that was, what, end of June was that? Yeah, end of June. So yeah, that was nice. I missed those fees. But I immediately, like, I posted on Twitter that I had bought a little bit of Saitama, and I had someone reach out to me who was like, wow, you only have like that much. Like, I want to send you some. I just want you to be a bigger part of this community. And that was like FUD Fighter Alex. He had me like $100 worth of Saitama, and that was when we had like the big run back at like the end of June. We did like 200% in 3 days, and everyone like lost their minds, and now you can barely even see it like on the chart. It's crazy. But yeah, so I was just like, wow, this community is cool. And then I started showing up every night in Jake's chat, and everyone just saw me in there every night. So like people started following me. Like when I first started watching Jake, I had like 300 followers on Twitter, and now I'm like closing in on 15,000. Like, it's crazy.
Damn. And for those of you guys watching the stream right now, make sure you check out Bree. Links to her social is in the description. I'm not sure if you wanted me to put your YouTube on there, because you thought about YouTube. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll do a video. Maybe I won't. Maybe you could take this one and just throw it on there to get a start,
Yeah, that's true. I want to do it. I still want to do it. It's just, I know I've got everyone fooled, but I'm actually a very, very shy person. I'm not that social. So just with a lot of things going on with like the night shift job and my schedule being weird, and like not having the right bed and not sleeping well, and just like all these different things, like my mental state isn't in the right spot to start it yet. So like the thought of starting it right now is just overwhelming, but eventually I'm going to. I have like 300 subs already, so I'm like, I gotta do it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude, fucking night shifts. I worked knock shifts for like a year and a half. Fuck that shit.
I have mixed feelings about it.
I mean, it's great because it's, the day's free. You could do anything if you just don't care about sleep. But it's like you're supposed to be, you're awake when people are asleep, and you're asleep when people are awake. And I could never get that rhythm. Like, how do you feel about it?
So I really liked it at first, but when I liked it, it was in the summer. So like I would get out of work and it was like bright outside. I'd do a little bit of gardening before I went to bed, so I'd still get like sunlight. And I feel like now with the winter and there not being as much sunlight, it's really like starting to get to me. But I don't know, I really like being up at night. I'm up at night usually anyway. I feel like because I work 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. I feel like if it was like 9 to 3 or like even 10 to 4, that would even be easier. But like going to bed at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning is really starting to get to me. So I don't know.
I don't see how you do it. I remember like driving home, like, and like everybody's going to work, and it was like, fuck, you know.
All the morning people are coming into the gym when I'm like about to go home and go to bed.
To work at a gym, which is like doing the Lord's work, because I worked at a gym. Fun fact, I actually was a personal trainer for a little bit. Fun fact again. And that shit sucks sometimes. People, put your weights back. How hard is it?
It's like my only task to do at night, though. Like I re-rack all the weights. That's like my workout. So I don't mind it too much. Like it's annoying that they do it, but it's whatever. But I'm like the counter person, and then there's like the maintenance person. So she goes around and does all of the cleaning, and my tasks are to just re-rack the weights that are near the counter and like mop the lobby area in front of the counter. Other than that, I'm just supposed to stand at the desk all night. So like I just sit on Twitter. I watch the charts on the computer. I watch YouTube on the computer. Like So it's not that bad. It's just the sleep schedule that's really getting to me. If it weren't for like the sleep schedule, I would love it. I would never leave.
Yeah, the sleep schedule is absolutely insane. I just remember like at the time I was living with someone else. I just had moved back to San Diego. I was working at a mental health institute, and pretty much me and my sister had a place, and there was a little one, and that little guy would just wake up in the morning. So I would just never sleep. Like he was up at like 7 a.m. just screaming and stuff. You hear his little feet running around. And so that just kind of messed it up for me. So
yeah.
Okay, so tell me about like your initial investment in Saitama, because you made some money. That's life-changing money, right? Because I'm sure like things are different, way different from, this time last year.
Yeah. Yeah, this time last year I was working at Target. I know you worked at Target before, but I was like in Starbucks. I was the master barista, so I was in charge of the Starbucks, and the Starbucks that I was at was insanely busy. So I live in like a big like high school college town, and there's just a lot of bratty students all the time coming to that Starbucks. And they didn't really like take care of the Starbucks like the way they should have as far as staffing. I was literally like by myself from 7 a.m. to like 2 p.m. and like half the time I couldn't even take my break. Like I had to just shut down the Starbucks if I wanted to go take my lunch. It was really stupid. So like I left that really stressful job and I started working at the gym, and that was right around the same time that I got into crypto. So like the timing was honestly just perfect, because I took like a $3.30 pay cut to leave Target and go to the gym. So that kind of stuff. Yeah. So investing in Saitama was like obviously just like a godsend for me. I did make some money. Like I still hold a decent chunk of Saitama, but I've taken my profits. Yeah, it's been kind of insane, because I've made more money off of Saitama than I would have made in like 4 years at this job. And that's like not taking profits up at the top, like we've crashed down pretty hard, and I'm still like quite a bit in the green. I only ever invested $2,000 out of pocket into Saitama, but I held at one point like 1.2 trillion.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I also like half of that was from giveaways though. I won like 500 billion or something, because I won 3 times on Jake's show, and yes, they're real. I got that. So I won like I was at 275 billion from Jake. I won 100 billion from Your Pop.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I've won a lot of giveaways. I've gotten very, very lucky.
It's funny because Your Pop actually, when he started talking about Saitama, the SHIB community turned on him and like mass reported his channel. Do you remember that when it was like taken down?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. I think I posted before Your Pop did, when his channel was back, because it was gone. I think it was only gone for like just over 24 hours or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 1 or 2 days. But I remember getting like an email notification that like my subscription was back on for his channel. So like I took a screenshot of his channel and I posted it on Twitter, and I was like, we saved Your Pop. And like I think it was before like he even posted about it, which I thought was funny. And he retweeted my tweet, and I think it's still one of my like most liked tweets to date.
Wow. That's great. That to me, that's crazy. The community has got after his ass. Okay, so going back to Target, I was an asset protection team leader. I started off as the TPS first. I was the undercover. Well, I was TPS, senior TPS, undercover, then senior undercover, and then, asset protection, team leader. So I pretty much did that job. I'm sure you dealt with a couple of me's in your life, but I was a cool one. Let me fucking tell you, that Starbucks, the creeps, LP.
Mine was a creep. I'm not saying they all are.
LP guys are look at LP guys are like, I don't know what it is, but they're banging somebody in the store. Let's just say that. But this
he wasn't anyone.
No, okay. Some of our creeps, but I don't know what it is. There's always like people that like the LP guys. Anyways, don't shit where you eat, right? That's so we should always think about at your jobs. But the Starbucks staffing, I don't know what the fuck it is. It's not the same at a normal Starbucks, but at a Target Starbucks, especially, so many people get left by themselves.
Yeah, it's really crappy. I've worked at a standalone Starbucks and I worked at the Target Starbucks, and I was actually working at both of them at the same time in Michigan. And I really liked both stores. Both stores are really awesome. And it was easy working at both stores. It was fine. And then when I moved to Illinois and I transferred both to Target and to the standalone, both of them were just crap. So I don't work at either the standalone or the Target anymore, obviously. I'm just at the gym now. I think it's just the location.
Imagine like in a bratty like school environment. Excuse me, ma'am. I asked for the mocha venti, not the mocha grande. Can you unfuck this order? Dude, people are so entitled.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. And when I worked in Michigan, the standalone that I worked at and the Target that I worked at were both like the busiest standalone Starbucks and the busiest like Target Starbucks in the whole state. So I dealt with a lot of business, a lot of people, and then I came to this like college town and everyone's just crap. I'm like, I don't like it here.
Yeah, I can't fucking imagine doing that shit. I can imagine. Funny story. So I remember one of my first internals that I was involved with, when we had a Starbucks employee, what he would do is that he'd ring up a transaction and he would scan a gift card and load the gift card and then pretty much steal the gift card and spend it at other Targets. So he was our Starbucks employee. So I have a special, relationship with some Starbucks employees. Thank you, Prism Roll and Site X for the $20 donation. I do appreciate you guys. Make sure you like the stream. Who's moderating the chat? Bree's here. So who's moderating the chat?
I can't moderate now. I'm here.
Who's gonna fucking ban people? I'm just kidding. You don't ban people.
Yes, because we banned so many people in your chat.
I know, right? Who got just the bug? Remember that Bugs Guns guy? How crazy, right?
He's still in here from time to time.
No, not that little mouth breather. Was it Russ's shirt? That motherfucker crazy.
Oh, automotive uploads.
Yeah.
Well, there's like the OG Russ's shirt who was fine, and then automotive changed his name to Russ's shirt. So there was like multiple, and I think the OG Russ's shirt, when he's seen automotive as Russ's shirt, he was just like, I'm out. And then I haven't seen that one since, because I'll click on the names and look at their profile so I can see like which is which sometimes,
That dude made like literally 50 accounts.
No, it was more than 50. It's got to be more than 50. It had to be closer to 100 at least. Because he was not in just your chat. He was in like all of the chats that I was ever in. He would be everywhere. Yeah. I had people like messaging me like, who is this guy? Be careful. Someone's attacking you. Like someone has it out for you. And I'm just like, LOL, it's just automotive. It's fine.
That dude tried to dox me. Isn't that crazy?
It's ridiculous. And then once you let him back in the chat, he's like, all right.
It was cool, right? Yeah. I was like, hey man, you could come hang out with us. He's like, all right. Then it starts like immediately talking shit about every other project. Like as soon as I'm like, you're good. Jeez, what a fucking... Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room here. Tell me about your mistake when you invested $300 in the project. You didn't believe in this project. How much was that $300 worth at the all-time high? Tell us about the situation, because that shit is not funny, but man.
It's funny, but it's not funny. It's very frustrating, but at the same time, like, I sold in the green, so whatever. And then I ended up like FOMOing back in and making a little bit more off of it. And I just happened to like sell most of it right at the top, because I seen like a couple sales. And I just had a weird feeling. So I like sold the rest of what I had. So I did end up making like 2K off of it, but it could have been 407,000.
Does that make you want to throw up?
A little bit. Yeah, it's pretty depressing. Like 407,000, obviously not including taxes, but about 400,000 off of $300. That would have been insane. And just imagine if I put like $1,000 in it and held it, like.
Oh my god!
Because it was literally just off of live new pairs. Like I was watching live new pairs in the middle of the night, and I saw this thing pop up, and I was like, "Cheddar! Oh, cheese! Cheese is cool. People might buy some of this." So I put $300 in. I just more than doubled my money and sold it.
And then who was promoting that after? Like somebody like Andy Milonakis or somebody was like,
Yeah.
who was
So if
promoting
you
it?
look at the chart, there's like that little bump, kind of like, you know, in
Yeah.
Saitama, that first little bump, that was the Andy Milonakis pump. Now it looks like a little teeny tiny like blip. And then it just went nutty after that. And it was kind of funny because that night I saw Andy Milonakis post about it. So I hopped in the Telegram and I was like chit-chatting with Andy and a couple other people in there in the middle of the night, which was cool. Like 12-year-old me was screaming inside because I loved Andy Milonakis.
Nice.
But he was drunk and he kept buying more cheddar. He kept posting in the Telegram like, I just put in like 10 more ETH. Like I just put in 20 more ETH. And then he woke up in the morning and he saw that the price had kind of tanked and he sold it all. And then it just went nutty after that. Yeah, he was down 30K and he sold it all. And I don't know that he bought back at all.
Crypto teaches you like the most brutal fucking lessons sometimes. It's like it's tough because it's like when you're up, you want to take your profits, but sometimes that shit just goes to the moon. More often than not, it doesn't. But sometimes, man, it makes you wonder, right?
Yeah. Now I really wish I would have just taken my initial out, because if I had taken just my initial out, you know, I still would have made $200,000.
That's the move. That's always the move right there. I've been meaning to ask you, do you like Alice in Wonderland? Do you know who she is?
Alice in Wonderland, like the EDM artist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen her live. Like I saw her at Electric Forest a couple years ago. I love her.
Okay, yeah, me too. I like her too. I really fuck with her shit. Okay, cool. I don't know why I didn't ask you that, but I saw her at Hangout. Which I'm probably not going to go this year because I think I'm not going to be recovered from the ACL thing. But you're a big, you like festivals.
Yeah, I go to a lot of music festivals. I know I sent you that picture of like my wristband collection, which is just obnoxious.
Yeah, fuck. I just see dollar bills. That's what I see.
I think that collection of wristbands is probably worth somewhere around like $6,000 or something like that. Yeah. Like,
jeez. But that's like hotel stay, Ubers.
No, camp out fest. I only do camp out fest. The only ones that I've gone to that weren't camp out is like Movement in Detroit. So I lived a half hour away. So they're all camp out music festivals.
I hate those because you're dusty for like 3 days. I can't be dusty for 3. I gotta like scrub my nuts. I gotta like lay in my nice hotel room and ask for different towels and shit. I cannot.
Yeah, it's rough. I prefer, like, my favorite music festival is definitely Electric Forest. I get a camping that's called Maple Woods. It's the only camping where you're actually under trees. So you're not like roasted out of your tent at 7 a.m., which is really nice. And then they also have like showers, but they're like those like porta truck showers, but it's better than nothing. It's better than being dusty for 4 days.
Oh, dude, you're fucking telling me, like, you know, being anybody in the military understands, like, especially when you're in the field, even having wet wipes out there in the middle of nowhere, like any resources like coffee, even the coffee is just like black or it's powdered coffee, any place or time you can wash your body, it's just a godsend. So I understand what you're saying. The hula hooping.
Yeah, baby life became my friend for sure.
Oh my god, I'm a big fan, guys. If there ever was a sponsorship, I think I want a baby wipe company to sponsor me because I fucking run through those motherfuckers. Okay, hula hooping skills. First of all, when I open up Beat Saber eventually, I'm going to be better than you, probably like in a couple days, because that's just how I roll.
Yeah, if you ever open it.
I know, I bought it, I just never opened it. I stopped playing Resident Evil, and I was just like, all right, I'm not gonna play it. Well, the dog.
That's,
you know, it's been so much. So the hula hooping, how the fuck does one develop skills like that?
I've been hula hooping for like 8 or 9 years now. So like people are like want me to teach them things sometimes, and I'll try to like teach friends things, and they'll literally give up after like 3 minutes. And I'm like, dude, you don't realize that when I first started hula hooping, I would literally, so like there's this trick, it's called isolations, where you like move your hand with the hoop, and then the hula hoop looks like it's staying in the same spot, but it's just like rotating with your hand. And that's usually like the first trick to like teach somebody, because it just kind of teaches you control of the hula hoop. And what people don't realize is like the first month and a half of me hula hooping, it was me going outside every day for like a half hour to an hour and just doing that for like the entire time. So like eventually I just got like, you know, you learn control of the hula hoop, and now I can just flick it around like it's nothing. just been doing it for a long time. It's experience. People just give up too quick when it comes to things like that sometimes.
I can't even hula hoop, not even regular.
Waist hula hoop. I know people are always like, oh yeah, you can flip it around, but can you do it around your waist? And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck?
That's day one, you know? What the fuck? No, I just fucking skipped that part and fucking out of your fucking mind. It's like being able to ride a tricycle and people are like, can you ride a bicycle? It's like, or excuse me, like what are the unicycle? And people are like, can you ride a bicycle? It's like, yeah, what the fuck? You think I went straight to fucking unicycle? Yeah, duh.
Yeah, let's start with 2, then go to 1.
Yeah. The iguanas, you have reptiles. So I've only known one person in my life that actually had a bunch of reptiles. And it was growing up. One of my stepdads, fucking looking back, straight tweaker, like straight tweaker, but had a boa constrictor. And I had another friend whose sister had one growing up. She was better with animals, took care of them. She worked at a pet shop. But we had a 6-foot boa constrictor. He had a rattlesnake in a jar that he would keep like a crazy guy. And we had lizards. I know, crazy. Because you're not supposed to have rattlesnakes, right?
Probably not. I'd assume not, but I don't know.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I feel like that's dangerous.
Yeah, it's a rattlesnake. that's like game over. You get bit by that bitch, it's over. You have iguanas and whatnot, right? Tell us about your animals, not your fur babies.
Not an iguana. I have a bearded dragon and I have a leopard gecko. I was gonna bring my bearded dragon on the stream, but I forgot, and he's just in his tank now. But yeah, I have a bearded dragon and I have a leopard gecko. My leopard gecko is very squirmy. She doesn't like get out much. She kind of stays in her tank. And then Reptar, my bearded dragon, he's just a spoiled brat. He's just hanging out on the couch most days. He has his own blanket. He has his own pillow. Oh yeah, I love my bearded dragon. He's actually like a tiny dog. He's very cuddly. Like if I like put him on the couch, put him on my lap or something, and I just lay down, he'll like crawl up and he'll like snuggle up to my neck and actually like, it's pretty cute. He's like a tiny dog. He is.
Oh my god! I'm not a reptile person. I'm like, I touch that thing. I'm like, yeah, no, it's cold. You know, it's just cold.
Yeah. I don't know. I always liked reptiles and like different animals. Like when I was really, really young, I thought snakes were like the coolest thing ever. Like I was like 4 years old holding like a giant boa, like it was nothing. Jeez. Like I loved them.
That's crazy. Okay, so tell us about the Vegas event, because you actually went to the Vegas event. I don't think a lot of people know that. Bree was in
I was
Vegas
there.
when this.
I was there.
And you were at the party.
It was a lot of fun. It was madness, honestly. Like it was just very, very fast paced, and that was kind of what I was expecting. Is like I stayed at the MGM, which was basically like the main hangout area where people were meeting up. Like at different places inside the MGM, because there's so much in there. There's like 20 bars and like a pool and like the whole casino and everything. So like the entire weekend, for the most part, I was just like running around the MGM like casino area, just meeting people. Like it was the entire weekend was just meeting people. Like I literally met like 300-400 people from Twitter.
Wow.
Just running around the hotel. It was really crazy. And it was especially just weird for me because I just traveled out there by myself. Like I've never like traveled by myself like that before, unless it was to Electric Forest Music Festival. That's literally the only place. But when I traveled there by myself, I'd already been going for 6 years, so I was familiar. Yeah, I got a plane ticket and I just went, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was crazy. It was just a big party, honestly. But I don't know what people expected. It was literally like an open bar, like social event, like in Vegas.
Yeah, I think Jake said it pretty accurately when he came on the show, and I even said this live. I'm like, dude, people are giving Jake such a hard time. Like he's young, he has a shit ton of. I know he had a lot of Saitama, right? He probably made a shit ton of money from Saitama, and he's just having fun. He's drunk. Like, what do you want? He's a young guy doing his thing, and it was a big party. Now, I think that it could have been handled better when it came to picking who was going to film the event, because that's what because everyone saw through Jake's lens. I think people are way too hard on a Jake, in my opinion. And it was just a big party. Everybody was turning up,
Yeah. You know, it's kind of funny because I don't know, month, 2 months or so before the event, like when it was first becoming like a thing, like an official thing, I remember Russ being on an AMA and somebody asking like what is it going to be like, the event? Like what is the environment going to be like? And he kind of laughed to himself and was like, guys, this is a social event. It's at a club in Vegas. It's open bar. We're going to be drinking. It's going to be a celebration. He literally said that. So I don't know. I don't know what people expected. Like, I'm not going to sit here and defend and say like everything went perfect. Like, obviously it didn't go perfect. Things could have been better. They could have, you know, not streamed the whole thing. But, you know, it is what it is. It was a party in Vegas at the end of the day. I had fun.
Most definitely. Yeah, I think the thing was like they don't present it as a grand unveiling, right? Because if it wasn't for the Surgic audit, it was supposed to get unveiled that day. But I think at the end of the day, that's what it was. It was an actual party. You know, people were just turning up.
Celebration. It was a party. That's what it was.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like we have show us your tattoo. So tell us about the tattoo right there. Is that some kind of tribal thing or what's up with that?
What, the one on my neck? So it's a purple moon symbol.
Yeah, Bree, the one on your neck. The one on your neck, Bree.
The one right here. Yeah, it's a triple moon symbol with like the flower of life inside of it. I've always just been attracted like to astrology and like moons and all that. And the triple moon symbol is like a symbol of femininity, and it represents like the moons are what birth, life, and death. So I thought it was fitting to have like the flower of life, like sacred geometry symbol within like the life moon. And yeah, I just liked it. I thought it was pretty, so I went for it.
That shit looked pain. Is that pain? Was that painful? That looks terribly
I mean,
painful.
It was needles in my neck, so I can't say it like felt good. It honestly wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I have like almost 30 tattoos. I don't know exactly how many, but I have a lot of tattoos. Yeah, so I find tattoos like relaxing and euphoric. I'm a weirdo like that. And honestly, the one that I got on the back of my thigh was probably worse than this one a little bit. This one wasn't that bad. I was like falling asleep. I think the worst part about getting this tattoo was when I was on the table, my head was kind of hanging backwards off the table. So when I sat up, I was like extremely lightheaded and like couldn't walk for like 10 minutes. But other than that, like while I was getting tattooed, I was falling asleep. I don't know. I just have a high tolerance for pain. I'm a weirdo, I guess.
You know, the wifey has a shit ton of tattoos. I have 0.
What?
And then yeah,
the Saitama tattoo.
I was thinking about a little Saitama butterfly. You know, how about this Saitama logo with the little butterflies on my lower back? How do you feel about that? I think
little Saitama tramp stamp, do it.
Yeah, I mean, if Saitama made me a millionaire, I'd think about it. You know.
You know, I actually had said I would get like a Saitama tattoo if we had like killed that 0, and it was the 0 that we killed, but then, you know, we reclaimed it. So
yeah. We gave the 0 back immediately. Someone said profit taking party in Vegas, which is absolutely hilarious. And you got to meet Adam,
honestly,
right?
Most people had no clue that it was tanking during the event. I was watching because I had like tuned into Jake's live and I started seeing the comments. So I looked at the chart and I seen it. But everybody else was just partying. Nobody even knew it was happening. It was literally between the main event to like the after party. People were looking at the chart and they're just kind of like, oh shit, like what the fuck just happened? Like most people didn't know. Like people had no clue. They were just like watching the event and, you know, partying and drinking. Like I'm sure some did. Like, don't get me wrong. Some of those guys are smart and probably knew it was going to happen and definitely took profits. But it's not like everyone like thought, where everyone was sitting there in the room like, no.
Yeah, there were some people. It was you definitely got to think of. I know, like some evil master plan. Like Russ, like puts on a black robe. All right, everyone, take profits now. And everyone's like, oh, fucking, you know. It didn't happen like that. But people have to understand. And I do not have a belly piercing. Fuck you, Jose. People have to understand. What the fuck? What the fuck? I look like with a belly piercing. Yeah, you do.
I also have like 25 piercings, so you know.
Yeah, you see, I'm not trying to be a bigot here, but historically, guys don't get historically, it's 2022, can't say that shit, but guys don't get belly button piercing. But people are okay. So people like have to understand that this was a buy the rumor, sell the news. Any big event in cryptocurrency, it's always going to happen. But the amount it's dumped since then is abnormal because it recovered quite nicely the days after, right? It ate that zero again for a little bit. So
yeah, I knew it was gonna I knew it was gonna dump. I didn't really realize it was gonna be to that extent. And I just remember like hours before the event, a bunch of us were hanging out in the casino area, and like everyone was watching the charts, watching the price go up. Everyone's like, I just like, I hit this much money. Like some people were freaking out because they just hit like $1 million, So like everyone was all hype, and just like everyone was like, drinking beer, whatever, walking around. And I was like, watch the chart just dump during or right after the event. And everyone's like, shut up. And I'm like people thought I was kidding. I was like, guys, it's a big event. It's pumping hard. That's what happens. Like,
that's what happens every time.
Yeah. I mean, like, obviously it dumped a lot harder than everyone was expecting with like everything that rolled out afterwards with like CoinMarketCap and the Willie D story and just like everything. Savage. But yeah.
Savage. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm actually auditioning for a spot with CoinMarketCap. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it, but I finished the video. I sent it to them. It's a metaverse one. I don't agree with that aspect of them when they don't rank tokens the right way and coins the right way. So a little torn in that department. And the Willie D thing was just straight savage because he's not an owner, but he's a partner of Saitama. I wonder what made him do that.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole situation was weird. I remember like being at work and watching the chart just all of a sudden dump. I like seen someone post like what's happening or something like that on Twitter. And I was like, what? And I opened up the chart and I just like watched it like go down, down, down. And all of a sudden like messages in my inbox, like, what's happening? Should I sell? What's going on? Bree, tell me what to do. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers.
People ask me for advice and I'm like, guys, I've been in crypto for like 8 months. Like,
people ask me for advice too. Yeah, it's like, Rodney, you think I should sell here? I'm like, I don't fucking know. If I had all the answers, honestly, if I was just a mastermind, I just feel like I wouldn't be. People are crazy. Like, don't ask me.
Be rich and on a beach somewhere,
Yeah, we're just regular ass people who like crypto and like make content. Like I don't have all the answers, guys.
Especially after cheddar, like people are like, "How do you find these gems? Tell me how you find these. Let me know what your next gem is." I'm like, this was so random that I found cheddar. Like this isn't even fair.
Exactly. Slim Jesus wants us to recognize him. So hi, Slim. We see you, Slim Jesus. We fucking see you, buddy. He says he's gonna go to war with me if I don't acknowledge him. Slim, what are you gonna say about me, bro? Come on. What the fuck are you gonna say about me? Jesus Christ. So you got a lot of hate for hanging out on the channel, but I feel like that's died down a bit.
I actually didn't get as much hate as I thought I was gonna get, but I did get a handful of snide comments. But it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't like how I thought it was going to be. I did get a good handful of unfollows, but like they were obviously people that I didn't interact with much anyway. Like the people that I interact with a lot, like they know where I stand and they know like I'm not trying to like FUD by hanging out with you or anything like that. It is what it is. If people want to unfollow me for that, then good riddance. I never intended to be any sort of influencer anyway. So like, I mean, like the followers are cool. Don't be wrong. It's exciting, but like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm just here for information. I'm just like, I never intended to have a YouTube. I never intended to have a following. So it is what it is.
It's kind of happened. Yeah. And I saw one comment was like, be careful with him, Bree. I know. What the fuck am I going to do?
Okay. Like, yeah, we're just going to hang out. Nothing's going to happen.
What am I gonna do? Be careful.
Like, what do you have to attack me about? Like, what are you just gonna rag on me for howling? Yeah. Like,
fuck that blanket you have in the background. Fuck it. I hate it. It's nice.
Oh, my tarp? You don't like my tarp?
Looks like a holographic Yu-Gi-Oh card. That's what that looks like.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. I don't have fancy equipment. I literally have like a $8 O-ring like stand that I have my phone sitting on, and then this like tapestry behind me, which it's fine.
Well, what I noticed that people just want to like they just want to like hear you. It doesn't matter like the setup matters. Like people like to see that visual stuff, but at the end of the day, people just want to hear you.
Yeah.
Or anybody. Like it's not about the setup all the time. Like people are still going to want to watch you and hear what you have to say. Because I started off screen recording and people just started like subscribing, and then I started just straight fudding Saitama, and this shit just took off. You know.
Stop.
I started fudding. Just kidding. But very good interview today, I thought, with Sandstorm. I think they asked some very tough questions. I think Russ I don't think Russ answered those questions to my like I didn't feel like you know, I was kind of edging the whole time on those questions, but I felt like that, you know, at least they went into the realm, and I thought that Crypto Realist had did a good job at really following up. He didn't kind of let him out the back door.
Yeah.
And good for Russ. It's the first time Russ has been in a spot where, you know, people are not like, oh my God, Russ, oh my God, thank you, oh my God. So
yeah, I was honestly impressed myself, like with all the answers and everything. I thought it was going to be more harsh, I guess, but yeah. It went really well. I was happy with it.
Yeah, I think it's a win for everyone in that situation.
Yeah.
You think it's some of these weird ass comments?
I just saw Buggy Gunzy. Did you change his name? Yeah. Is that the real one or is that one of the fake ones?
I don't know. Let's just look at his picture. If he looks like a fucking malnutritioned 13-year-old, yeah, that's Bugs Guns right there. Looks like he needs to eat a meal. Yeah, he's so funny. He like changes names and like speaks exactly the same. Like you can recognize him. You're like, you know, that's Bugs Guns, right?
Yeah, but there was one time where there was literally 3 different Bugs Guns in the chat. So I'm just like, what's happening now?
Like the real Bugs Guns, like our Bugs Guns boyfriend. Remember that Bugs Guns boyfriend, or
I think it was the same like 2 or 3 people that kept changing them to different names when that was happening. But yeah, that was funny.
Were you here for like the Black Samer and the Prison Samer?
No, what?
Yeah, for a while there was like there was a count saying like, oh, this is Black Samer, or oh, this is Prison Samer, or it was fucking weird. But there's a bunch of different. It was a Samer metaverse.
Samer metaverse. Oh gosh, yeah, no, I was not here for that. No, but I have seen people mention Black Samer in the chat, and I was wondering what that was all about. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I haven't heard of Black Samer. I don't know where Black Samer went. It's been a minute, you know.
Maybe it was automotive.
Maybe, I don't know. That guy was just fucking crazy. It was crazy. I thought he was gonna show up at my house.
He was ridiculous. Yeah. He was in so many chats, and it was all like chats that I was mods on. So I got to ban him so many times.
Yeah. What's been crazy to me is that that was a pretty funny comment. Hold on. Bugs Gun says Roddy's hairline is at an all-time high. Take profits while you can. That's right. That was good. That was good. Ozm Austin says Russ sounded like Russ to me. Yeah, exactly. He sounded like Russ, but at least he was in the. You could tell he was getting a little bothered for a second. But Crypto Realist, he was like, you know.
Yeah, he did seem to get a little frustrated here and there, but like, you know, he stood his ground and he had answers for everything. So I was happy with the way it went, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, buy the dip, guys. Yeah, do what you fucking want. It's your money. I don't have any say in that. So there's a serial Bree pretender out there. I don't know if I said that right. In other chats. Yeah. What's up with that? Why do you have just so many weird fake accounts?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people like trust me because like people know that I like I said, I never intended to be an influencer. I'm not trying to like shill projects for money. Like I've literally like posted when projects like message me and are like, we'll give you money to shill. And I'm like, LOL. And like, I post it. So like people just like trust me. So I feel like people are trying to use my name to like, just, you know, say shit. Like the last one, somebody was saying like, oh, Saitama's an okay project, but like Shinja is better or something like that. I would never say that, first off. And like every time there's a fake Bree in the chat, somebody calls it out because they're like, she doesn't even talk like that. And like the person who said that about like Shinja or whatever, like they weren't even using like punctuation. They weren't spelling things right. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I have the perfect grammar like when I'm in the chat, but I use punctuation and shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. The crazy thing is that when they say something that's not like crazy as fuck, like fuck Saitama, fuck your bitch in the clip, you know, like that shit. It's like when they say something like kind of like believable, you're like, oh fuck, is that Bree?
Yeah, there was someone was it Holistic Crypto, and his channel like weeks back, somebody was saying like, Jake's telling me to sell all my Saitama. I'm doing this all for Jake with like hard eyes and this and that. And I'm just like, I wouldn't sell anything for anyone. Like I make my own choices. Thank you. Like not even for Jake. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was weird. Just, I don't know. People stop trying to be me. It's awkward. And I'm a mod in most places. So like there's limited channels where they can really even do that and people not notice it, because I have a wrench. I want to say like 14 or 15 different channels I have a wrench in now.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck that job. I'd be out of there. I can't. Good thing my channel is probably the most chill one, because I have a really, really high threshold to get banned, right? I mean,
yeah.
Has to be some crazy.
And like Chad Reddings, I don't really actually do much. Kind of hang out with my wrench.
Chad Reddings is such a wholesome guy, isn't he?
He is. He really is. He's a good dude. I remember like somebody saying something. I think I had messaged you, and I was just like, Chad's like talking nice about you in his YouTube or something like that. When somebody said something about you in his comments, and he was just like, yeah, I don't see anything wrong with the dude. He's just like speaking his opinion. Like it's fine. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, if you stay out of like the YouTube, the really crazy Saitama spaces, because there's some Saitama holders who are like sane, like you, and there's others that are just like, oh, they're not fucking crazy. They're not going to try to cut you. If you watch my content, you understand that it's comedic value, but I'm giving an opinion. It's not like I'm fucking out to just destroy anything.
And it's obvious you amp things up for the drama a little bit, but like that's kind of your job. You're here to entertain, and that's what I like. Tell people when they're like, oh, why do you watch him? He just says this, he says this. And I'm like, but he doesn't. Like, if you actually watch his streams, you'd know that's not the case. He's not just trying to sabotage. Like, it's not that deep.
Exactly. It's like, are you not entertained? Are you not? Did that make you feel? Do you want to fight me now? How many people have we like had in the stream talk shit but like end up hanging out?
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah. Did you see Ricardo's question?
Ricky, that was you, Ricky. You bought that was you. And it tanked. You called it.
No, Bree, this is you. Look at this chart. Look at this shit.
It's all my fault.
All these people at the top. Why would you FUD cheddar?
Oh man.
FUD cheddar. I cannot believe that this thing pumped that hard. And you cop any baby Bree Inu? There's no way baby Bree Inu.
Better not.
There's no baby Bree Inu. No way. Why is there so many baby Bree Inus in there?
Oh my god, no.
Okay, so
I'm not affiliated with baby Bree Inu. If that is a thing, don't buy it.
They're gonna use your fucking picture. Now that you're on here on the internet, now that you have like video of you on the internet, you might pop up somewhere. Hey,
it's funny because like some people still think I'm fake. Like I get people like talking shit in your comments once in a while saying I'm fake, but like this is my 5th YouTube channel that I've been a guest on. Like I used to stream with Cuff and the Dip quite a bit when he was first starting out, and he would do his like 8-hour late night streams. I used to stream with him. Dude. I've been on like Moonwalk Coins, like Crypto Deb. I was on hers once. And Justin Anderson. I've been on his channel. So like, there's plenty of videos of me. There's a bunch of pictures of me in Vegas. I met a ton of the community. Like, whatever. People still want to think I'm fake.
Exactly. I mean, how many people are 4'11", and just walking around the earth freely like that?
Everyone is like towering over me in Vegas. It was really funny.
That picture of you with Jake Gagan's fucking insane, because Jake's like 6'20" and you're like 4'2", and I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck? Either Jake is a giant or Bree's super short, but it was a combination of both.
6'4", and I'm 4'11 and a half. So he's literally almost 1.5 feet taller than me. And then his brother is a little bit taller. I have a picture standing next to his brother. Yeah, I think he's like an inch or two taller. I don't remember for sure, but like, yeah, he's a little bit taller than Jake. And I have a picture standing next to him. And when I took a picture next to him, I actually took my shoes off because when I took that picture, I was wearing like 5.5-inch stiletto studded boots. So I like took those off. And there's a picture of me standing next to him at the vent, and it's ridiculous. I'm like half his size.
Yeah. His parents must be like some big barbarian Amazon motherfuckers, man. They must be huge.
You would Good think, genetics. But I have a picture of me, Jake, his brother Brennan, and then his mom. We all have a picture, like all 4 of us together. Yeah. And his mom's not like, I mean, she's not short, but she's not like freakishly tall either. So like his dad's got to be like Amazon tall.
Big boy. Let's see. Oh, Jake Gagan is actually a Giga Chad. Excuse me. Jake Gagan is a Giga Chad. He is a Giga Chad. Giga Chad's like, you know, like the guy with the hair. It's like good looking dude who just fucks, you know, maybe drives like a sports car. He's not like douchey like that though, but I feel like Jake is the Giga Chad though, but he's nice.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. That.
Yeah, exactly. And you met like Enoch and everybody out there.
Oh yeah, it was really funny when I met him because I saw him and like a couple other guys, and I was just strolling around by myself because I had like just left my hotel room and I didn't know where anyone was. And I just like ran into him, right? And then like between him being, you know, how loud he is, and then me being so bright. I mean, my hair is blank slate right now, but my hair was pink and purple. We're obviously like easy to spot and hear. So we just had like all these Wolfpack people just like coming towards us. Like it was like we had this huge group, like everyone just gravitated towards us to the point where we actually had like the casino hotel security come up and tell us that we had to disperse because we had too many people in one congested area. It was kind of insane.
That's what Jake said.
it was crazy. That actually, I want to say that happened like 3 times when the group would just kind of like come together and start taking pictures and stuff that they told us we had to disperse. So we would just kind of like walk around in circles in like a big group and just like chit chat. It was fun.
Damn, that you must have found like so cool, like entourage. Like, oh my, because Saitama was big shit there. You know what I mean?
It was the weirdest thing because like we would get in a group and like we would all start howling and like random people would start howling with us, and they were obviously like not even like there for the event and had no clue what was going on. They were just howling with us. We had people like when we would get big groups together, and then Michael Thompson would show up and everyone's wanting to take pictures with him, and then like random passerbys would be like, oh, is there someone famous over here? And they were just taking pictures of our group, not knowing what was going on, just like, oh, something's happening, taking pictures of us. It was the weirdest thing. And then I had people running up to me because like obviously I'm easy to spot with my hair. They literally had people running up to me and they're like, oh my gosh, I've never actually talked to you on Twitter, you don't follow me back, but I just love you, can I get a picture? And I'm just like, who are you?
Yeah.
It was weird, but it was fun.
Yeah, I think your mic is like all jacked up. Say something.
Is it?
Yeah, it sounds like you sound like a demon right now. You sound evil.
No. Well, it might be my internet connection. I don't know. I'm on like an old phone to record.
Do you have try your headphones again? But you can't hear me with your headphones, huh?
They weren't like connecting for some reason. These headphones don't like StreamYard. Let me try.
Try to close it and you can enter it back. Come back in real quick. See if that works.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, it's still just on the phone. Like my headphones are saying they're connected. There's no sound coming out of them or anything. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's the internet. I think it's just sometimes it's just wonky like that. Try to leave the room and come back in real quick.
All right.
DDoS attack, baby. Gotta clear the cache, baby. Try changing your email, uninstalling and reinstalling the app. Let's call Max equation. You know, you guys are fucking savage. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Make sure you like the stream. I love you guys out there.
Is that any
right? Better? Oh, way better. Let's go, baby.
Oh, good. I don't know. I don't know what's happening then. It just got weird.
You sound straight evil. I'm like, is Bree getting possessed live on camera?
I might be.
Yeah, that shit was nutty. Yeah, but like you guys are pretty much walking around like, and yet some crazy motherfuckers like, oh my god, that's probably. I mean, because a lot of people went to this Vegas event. Like the Saitama fever was insane.
Yeah, it was really, really crazy. Like you could just see people were walking around all over with like Saitama shirts on and stuff. And I had just people with like, just like with Saitama shirt or hat or whatever coming up to me and they're like, hey, and I'm just like, oh, hi. Like, I don't know who you are, but hi. And they're just like, I'm Wolfpack too. And I'm just like, oh, hey. And they're like, hi, Bree. And I'm just like, it was weird. Between the event and like the after party, I was like sitting outside before we went in for like Lil Jon, and Jake came out. Like Jake Gagan was standing right there, like a little ways away from me, and I'm like sitting talking to some people, and this group of guys like comes up and they're like, Bree! And they start taking pictures of me, and I'm like, do you mean Jake, one with like 40,000 subscribers? It's right here.
Yeah.
I was like, why?
Big,
it was weird.
Big Giga Chad.
Yeah.
You know, you fucking me. Real quick, Chad, thank you so much for becoming a degen. I appreciate you, bro. Chad, welcome to the motherfucking pit. You've been here for a minute, though. SataX says, please mic to version 2.1. Everyone was telling you to uninstall your mic or reinstall
it. I saw that.
It's a DDoS attack.
See, Crab, like, this is why I'm not, like, making YouTube yet. Cause, like, making content yet. Because I just have, like, an old phone that I'm using as my camera that's just like connected to my Wi-Fi, and I have like a crappy laptop that barely even loads anything. So like I definitely would need to get like some sort of equipment, nothing fancy, but I need, you know, something before I could like make proper streams, I guess.
Yeah, I had to buy a whole new laptop because I had like one of those little Chromebooks, which are good for like everything but fucking streaming. You can't stream with them. They're just too slow. Someone said you look biracial in the thumbnail, which is like, what the fuck what do you mean? Like mixed?
I'm like a Euro mutt. I'm mostly Italian, so I don't know.
Italian. So I could tell your accent. You have not the khakis, but you have like the. So I had a science teacher in high school named Stein, and she was from Wisconsin. So you have that accent right from that area.
I guess so. I lived in Michigan like my whole life. Do I have an accent?
Oh yeah. Okay. You had like certain words, 2 separate words you had it, which is fucking hilarious. But she was such a saint. She'd bring us cheese curds and shit. I know you guys like cheese up in that part of the world.
Oh yeah. I love cheese. Love cheddar.
Ain't shit to do but eat cheese. Oh, cheddar. That was a sign. Wisconsin.
There's like all these cheese like tokens coming out now. There's like Parma token, there's like Mazza token, like all sorts of cheese. I saw like a Gouda and like I saw a Cheddar-tama. These combo names just need to stop.
Well, Saitanobi is. I put $1,000 in a Saitanobi like a couple days ago or a few days ago, and now it's at 5K.
Yeah, there's like 2 of them that are actually doing decent, which is weird. But like, I don't know. The combo names just freak me out. I don't trust it.
Yeah. SataX with the $5 donation says, it's okay, Bree. A lot of people who got rich off Saitama still using old crap. Even Russ went from iPhone XR to iPhone 13 just last week. Yeah, my iPhone is like literally like 2.5 years old. I just don't like to buy new things, you know?
Yeah, no, I have like the phone that is like recording, like I'm using as a camera is like a Galaxy 10s Plus or whatever. That was my old phone. And then now I have like this like folding phone, which is weird. But I just
Sidekick.
Yeah. No.
Sidekick. Who was like, remember that shit?
This is a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. It's really weird.
I think it looks like sturdy.
Yeah, it's got like the outside screen and then it's got like the inside screen. Like
it's a tablet.
I thought it was cool, like because when it's like this, it's skinnier. I have small hands, so it's nice for me. Yeah. And then, you know, I'm on YouTube and Twitter all day, so now I got like my big screen. So I don't know. Okay. I like it.
That's probably why the phone looks huge, is because you have it. So it's probably a regular size phone. And
I know. No, it's pretty big. It's pretty big.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, question of the hour. Samer, when the fuck are you going to give Bree her Saitama? Wasn't this an arrangement we had?
Yeah, I mean, like, I keep adding interest. It's got to be, like, what, 2 trillion now? How much do you owe me?
Yeah, what the fuck, Samer? we took My Chemical Romance, Coheed and Cambria. I don't like to use that much, but Coheed and Cambria and My Chemical Romance. Woo! I let him.
Yeah, I I was like a little emo kid in middle school and high school. I had the like scene hair. I had the coontail stripe and the choppy cut. I poofed my hair, all that good stuff. Oh yeah.
Hey there. I know it's fucking House for Lovers. Hard to feel like your teenage angst is like not a big problem, but to you it is, you know?
Oh,
You
the
know?
nostalgia.
What was your first ever show?
Like all together, like EDM show. Like, man, I've been going to shows like since I was pretty young. Like my mom used to take me to shows all the time, so I don't even know what my first like concert was, to be honest.
Like maybe like a high school, because like my first high school band that I saw ever was Fall Out Boy. It was a concert, but then I went to like I started going to like grimy shows, like
I went to like
August
a lot
Burns
of
Red.
local shows.
Okay.
I went to this like bowling alley where they used to have like a premier concert theater, was what it was called.
Yeah.
I used to see like local bands all the time in high school. I think as far as like known people that I seen in high school, I didn't really go to a lot of shows. My first big show was maybe Real Big Fish and Streetlight
Oh,
Manifesto.
yeah. Okay. So ska.
Yeah. Yeah, I like ska
Yeah.
too. I like everything but country.
Yeah. Hey, some country songs bang, but like for the
Yeah,
most part,
a little
it's
bit.
kind of it's all the same shit. They all talk about the same shit. Kind of.
Actually, I went to this like 2-day concert. I think it might have been before that actually. Yeah, because this was in middle school. I went to a 2-day concert and I saw who was it? Skillet and POD.
POD.
I don't remember who else was there. It was this big like 2-day Christian concert that I went to.
Open
Oh yeah,
the
you can go to
eyes
church
of my.
camp and
Oh my god, fuck it! I hate youth group was so terrible. I had to go though. Like, oh shit! AI Clary says share this with Bree Raw. Yeah, I'll send you. I'll send you half of that. Bree, just send me like your Venmo and shit. God
Yep.
damn! Thank you for the
Cool.
hundo bomb. Yeah, I'll send you
Thanks.
$50. Just send me your information. Like, you have Venmo?
I have Cash App. I don't
Yeah, I
have
have
Venmo.
Cash App. Cash App sucks.
We'll figure it
I
out.
have it.
Yeah,
It
Cash App.
sucks.
Cash App is like the way that I cash out like my crypto. Like I'll switch it to Bitcoin and send it to Cash App, and then I can have it in my account like right away.
Oh, Coinbase exchange does that pretty well too. If you ever.
I've never really messed with it.
Yeah.
That was just the first way I knew of to do it, and that's just kind of what I stuck with because that's what I knew.
Yeah, they do that with Cash App. Yeah, 60-40 split. Man, shut up, Shama. 50-50. Why can't we do 50-50? Goddamn. Stop. I want some of that money. Technically, I'm giving Bree $50 because YouTube's only giving me 70 out of that. So technically, I'm only giving $20. So there it is. So shut up.
You're getting gypped on YouTube, please.
Yeah, daddy, YouTube fucking kick it. It's fucking stealing my money. But they gave me a platform, so I can't get mad at YouTube, you know?
Yeah. It's like I sent a donation to Crypto Deb before, and it was for the comment said like this is for just moonshots like course, like technical analysis course, but I sent her 100 and the course is only 50, and people are like, you sent her double, and I'm like, it's because YouTube fees, like it's fine.
Oh yeah. That is nice. Yeah, I actually watched Crypto Deb a long time ago. I actually asked if she wanted to do a collab, and my first message ever was to Crypto Deb saying, "What's up with the collab?" She probably doesn't want to go near my channel now, but that'd be a sick. I'd like to have her on too.
I love Crypto Deb. Yeah, she's like one of my best friends in the community. We talk and like text all the time. I love her.
Yeah. I don't think she's a bad person at all. I think she's actually pretty chill. I come from the dip too. Like if you want to do some ASMR crypto shit, just watch that. That dude literally streams for hours.
Yeah, I know. When he first started doing the long streams, I would stream with him.
Holy
we did like
fuck.
3 nights in a row, like 7-8 hours. There's a whole NFT that came out of those streams because like we streamed till like 5 a.m. my time. And at 4:20, I dipped off the camera for a moment, and then I came back. And I was like already tired. So there's like an NFT of me just like falling asleep, like
stoned as hell. Just fucking lit. Damn. Yeah, that whole crew, I wouldn't mind getting him on there. Empire Invest, little fucking Empire Invest says give Bree 2/3 of this, bro. 279. Man, fuck you.
Hi, Empire.
Bunch of damn Canadian dollars. I think Canada just made some like proposal to like really clamp down on cryptocurrency. Get out of there, Empire. It's a trap. Yeah, they made some like bill like that was like it does something where like crypto is like classified under some weird shit. So
I heard something about that, but I didn't really like look at the details.
Weird. Exactly. Yeah, make sure you like the stream. What the fuck's wrong with you guys? Like the stream.
Yeah, like fucking stream.
God damn. We're going to be closing out soon. But lastly, okay, first of all, before we go, I want to know what plays are you looking at right now? Or anything specific or just kind of winging it?
I'm kind of scarred from cheddar, so I'm not really looking at anything.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I've been really, my main thing right now is I've been taking like profits from other tokens and putting it into more established things on my crow.com and like staking a lot of stuff.
Yes. Staking. Yes. Staking, both great. Let's go.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. And
I hold like 20 something different like tokens and coins. And I just have like a lot of random shit staked on crow.com and I'm just letting it all sit and I'm just like accumulating in there from my profits from smaller caps.
That's so smart, guys. Look at when you do that kind of stuff. I'm telling you, like I've been spending so much time learning about the metaverse. Just diversify, get into crazy projects, man. We're all so early. We're all going to be balling out of control very, very soon. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you, like we're going to be rich as fuck if we just invest the right way.
Yeah, I know some people are like, "Oh, I'm all in on Saitama," and hey, if that's what you want to do, that's great. Like, go for it. But like, no token is going to have all green days, you know, so it's good to have like different things going on. So I don't know, I personally think it's silly to only invest in one coin, but I'm not like hating on it. If that's what somebody wants to do, it's your money, do what you want to do. But that's just not, yeah, it's not my thing.
Yeah, well, Bree's nice. I'm hating on it. Don't stop it. Stop marrying your crypto. Put the fucking ring down. It's okay. Your crypto's not going to come alive and say, why are you cheating on me? You know, Russ is not going to pop into your fucking window and kick your ass because you're investing in the Shibnobi or whatever the fuck you want. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Bree. It's been a fucking pleasure.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad that we finally made this happen. I know we wanted to do this for like a month. I was hoping you know, Saitama would be working and the drama would die down, but that doesn't seem to be happening yet. So I was just like, screw it. Let's just do it.
I'm fucking here for it. I'm fucking here for it every time. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you tonight for the Degenerate live stream. Bye-bye.